Hi, Curvies. How's everybody doing? Well, thanks for coming to LRGA Curves today. Come on in, come on in. I hope you had your bell rung so you could hear when I'm uploading a video and so you can become part of the beautiful curvy community and so you can get notified when I upload videos and whatnot. Um, Give people a minute. I can't do the 30-second countdown when I go live like this. But yes, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Let's see. Hope people can come on in. Let me see. Are we live? We are live. We are live. Let's see. Thanks for coming to LRGA Curves. I told you guys I was going to come back with some Real Housewives of Dubai stuff. Remember, I had said that? So we are back to school again. Oh, we gotta go back to school again. We're going back, back to school again. Woo-hoo, whoa, we gotta go back to school again. Wasn't that a song from High School Musical or something? Oh, great. Right on. People said they can see my weight loss. Wait, are we in here? What's going on? What is going on? That is so bizarre. I was just trying to see what we're doing, and it said that we were already live. But here we are. Well, okay, I'm gonna just get started because if you build it, they will come. Okay, so we already said smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, go ahead and ring the bell so you can get notified when I upload videos and all that fancy stuff, fancy smanchy stuff. Today, we're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Dubai. I told you guys that we would be coming back. I've been following the stories over there on Real Housewives of Dubai, and about the friendships falling out and stuff like that. So I think it's really interesting um, that we have to see all these friendships fall out once they get on our TV. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on, people? Come on. I just had it. Are you guys' computers spinning a lot today? Because mine is spinning all over the place. I hope we make it through this live okay. I hope we do. So we're here obviously to talk about the Real Housewives of Dubai. And the most recent episode last week, where it picked up, where it kicked off, where Lesa and Ayan are, where Brooks and Talene are, and how Stanberry's at the center of all of these fractured relationships. In my opinion, she's at the center of all of this stuff, you guys. That's why I put her smack dab in the center on this picture, just with a big smile on her face. Because when she tries to break up friendships, she's like, oh, they just know I'm having a row at them. I'm just having a joke at them. And when anybody else does anything to her, then it's, oh, they wanted me on an island by myself. And it's like, please, okay, stop with the gaslighting, Stanberry. Stop with the gaslighting, okay? So in this episode, we pick up and there's still tension with the ladies, specifically Lesa and Chanel Ayan. Now, you may not or you may know that Chanel Ayan um, that was the person who revealed her best friend Lisa's voice note that she sent to her. Off screen, in private, Chanel Ayan took it upon herself to take the voice note from her best friend and play it for her best friend's, who she really doesn't care for. I'm not going to call her a full out enemy, but she may as well be an enemy, because if you're not a friend, you're an enemy. And Lesa is not checking the line to kiss Stanberry's ass. And Chanel wanted to get in the line to kiss Stanberry's ass for some reason. And I'm starting to figure it out now. Like, why does Caroline Stanberry always sit at the head of the table? Is it because she was the one with the show before for 10 years? And if that's the case, then, I mean, it's in Dubai now. You had to transplant to Dubai. So it's kind of like fair game at this point. Let a natural hierarchy take place. I, they're all the way in Dubai. Dubai is UAE. That's like on the motherland continent. And they have like a blonde blue at the head of the table. And she's causing all these relationship problems for the other women on the set who are not blonde blue, and laughs at their demise. And yeah, and like is laughing at these women's relationships breaking up, like relishing the moment. Okay. And I have a problem with that, because I don't know. I don't hang out with people like that in real life. And obviously, Lisa Milan doesn't hang out with people like that in real life. And obviously, Caroline Brooks is tired of hanging out with people like that in real life. And so this episode was really kind of like revealed a lot about what these women will tolerate from certain women, but not accept from their lifelong friends. It's so bizarre. So remember last week, the Caroline Brooks, Caroline Stanberry, and Talene were all having the best time, ranking on the other girls, talking trash about the designs Lesa picked out, saying that the girls were going to be over there wearing the ugly outfits and they were going to be in here wearing the nice outfits. And remember, they wouldn't even leave their little condo room because they were so busy talking trash. They needed to have their dinner in. And the other ladies were at the restaurant, the destination to have their restaurant, their food, their authentic Bali cuisine in authentic Bali designed outfits. And the Carolines and Talene refused to show up, remember? And the other ladies went, they had a good time. It was beautiful. They all tolerated the dresses that were ill fitted and not the right color. But Caroline Stanberry in particular, I want you guys to like rewatch, if you haven't already, how gleeful Caroline Stanberry was when she thought Caroline Brooks was not going to have a friend named Sarah to have with her. And she was gleeful. She thought that in mentioning the voice note, which I'll give it to her, she did not know Lesa sent the voice note to Chanel Ayan. Chanel Ayan did not say, "Oh, Lesa sent this to me. Listen to this." What Brooks did hear in the voice note, though, she thought was going to hurt Caroline Brooks. And Stanberry was gleeful and jumped at the opportunity to, "Hey, Miss Kiki, how's it going? Thanks for coming through. Happy Monday. Smash that like button. I see you did, girl. Thank you so much." So we're going over this, and I call it with the splits because I feel like these girls are with the shits, really. And in particular, Caroline Stanberry is with the split ups of other people's relationship in order to help her feel good in her position. And I'm just like, look, if you was the person from Ladies of London 10 years ago, then why are you so thirsty right now? I'm just not with Caroline Stanberry. Hi, Palaver. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for being you. Happy Monday. And so we're over here talking about Dubai. And so Caroline Stanberry is so into anytime she causes the other ladies duress, confusion, or causes fractures in their relationship, she's like sitting over there, like doing her little wax mustache in the corner, petting her bald cat at the desk. Like she loves being an evil nemesis. She loves it. And whenever she's doing her evil shit, because colonizers love being evil. Whenever she's doing her evil shit, she just chalks it up. It's like, oh, I was just having a row at them. Oh, I was just having a little jab at them. Oh, and it's all fun and games to her. Like this is fun and games to her to cause friction between Caroline Brooks and Sarah. It's fun and games to her to blow up Chanel Ayan's spot as long as it was going to cause pain to another melanated goddess. It was all fun and games to her. Now, Chanel Ayan has obviously been hanging out with Caroline Stanberry long enough to pick up her colonizer ways. Because how are you, Miss Ayan, gonna play a voice note from your best friend and ally on the show, who you just last episode told us that you weren't gonna ever, I would never throw you to the bus like this, like Talene did to Caroline Brooks for Stanberry of all people. And then she runs to lunch, plays this voice note. Caroline blows her out of the water. Lesa turns to Chanel Ayan and says, is that the voice note I played you? Is that what she's talking about? She's like, I can't trust you. I sent that to you, my friend, my best friend. I can't trust you now since you turned around and shared it with the ops. Do you guys know that Chanel Ayan is mixed with Karen? Yeah. I guess it's contagious because she sure did try to flip the script on Lesa. Oh, I've never been so offended before. I know you sent me that in confidence, but you said you couldn't trust me and nobody's ever said that to me before. Because, bitch, you can't be trusted, Chanel Ayan. You cannot be trusted. You cannot be trusted. That was a betrayal of Lesa's trust. So for her to use the words and string them together in a sentence to make it clear that you were, in fact, betraying the trust of your best friend for the ops. And then you're going to run it back and play it. And now you spun the table and you're mad at Lesa for her reaction? After you tried to be mad at Stanberry for, oh, she's throwing me to the bus. Oh, I cannot believe I couldn't trust her. Bitch, Lesa, your best friend, already told you who you were dealing with. But you didn't want to listen to Lesa because you feel like, what? Now you're trying to spin this story that she was controlling you, that she didn't want you to have any other friends, that she only wants you to herself. BS, 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 BS. The only thing Lesa Milan wasn't doing was lining up to kiss Caroline Stanberry's flat ass. That's the only thing she wasn't doing. You can hang out. We can go to lunch. We could do all the stuff. We could kiki. We could have the dinners. We could have the gold flake salads, whatever. We could do it. Lesa was down. The only thing we're not doing together, Chanel, is lining up to kiss the ring over there. I got rings. You kiss these rings. How about that? I kiss my own ring. I'm Team Lesa on this. 1,000% Team Lesa. And I don't know that anything can be revealed to unbetray the betrayals of Chanel Ayan and her gowns against her melanated best friend, sister goddess Lesa, for the ops, Stanberry, who gets to sit at the head of every table but is friendless. She gets to sit at the head of every table and cause all the confusion, but she's friendless. Well, I see why she's friendless. But Chanel Ayan wants to wear ass helmets along with all of her couture feathered hats. She wants to wear ass helmets, and the ass helmet she wants to put on upon her head is Stanberry. And we already talked about what happens when you put an ass helmet on. Your hair smells like shit, Chanel. Might be why she's been doing this bald thing lately, because her hair was smelling like shit from having the ass hat Caroline Stanberry on. Maybe. It would seem to make sense. But you had just told your friend Oh, I would never. And you've been having lunch, playing voice notes for them, having kikis with them. Op much? Chanel, are you an op much? I think you are. You're hanging out with the ops, and you did an op move on your best friend and then tried to flip the script like you're Karen. So now it's all Lisa's fault because she had a reaction to your betrayal. I don't like gas, only in my car and only at a certain price per gallon, but I'll buy the high stuff. But gaslighting in particular, I'm not a fan of. I am not a fan of anyone who wants to spit in my face and tell me it's raining. That's what gaslighting is. That's a great, that's what I interpret as gaslighting. You spit in my face and tell me it's raining. Not only is my face spitty, but now I'm gaslit. It's gaslighting for Chanel Ayan to spin this all around like, oh, Lesa hurt me so bad. She hurt me so bad because she called me on my bullshit and won't let me just ride it out with her op. She didn't hurry up and forgive me for my betrayal as I ran and scuttered myself and wore the ass helmet of Stanberry. By the way, Larger, Lesa is so gorgeous. It's unreal. Yes. Yes. So gorgeous. Like, so gorgeous. I feel like Lisa's more gorgeous than Chanel Ayan. However, Chanel Ayan is more statuesque and therefore is a model. You know, Lesa has a real woman's body. She got them curves and stuff. She got curves and swerves, you know. So I kind of feel like they were really good friends for a reason. You know, birds and feathers flock together. They were both gorgeous. But obviously, the fake feather ended up with fake feathers. Yeah. Yeah. Chanel Ayan at this point is a fake feather. All of her one-liners, all of her looking up and researching what did the other housewives do, all of that is not going to be enough for me to come back to Team Chanel Ayan if she can't readjust what her barometer is for what is real. I don't do Karens. I don't do gaslighting. I don't do turning on your sister girl for the ops and then turn around and try to make her the problem. I just can't, I don't have any room in my tiny human mind to make this okay. And you guys should hear the freaking, we might play some of it. But on top of it, Chanel Ayan has been going around doing freaking interviews. And she's mad at freaking Lesa still to this day, you guys. For Lesa being mad at her betrayal. So anyway, after the ladies come back from dinner, Talene and Brooks are having a good time. And Caroline Stanberry says she likes to see it, but she really doesn't. Caroline Stanberry seems to be the kind of person that goes around collecting people just so she can say she has them and the other people don't. I never watched Ladies of London. I don't know if that was her modus operandi over there also, but over here, Stanberry appears to go around positioning people against each other, having other people fight her battles, and then stirring up mess, and then picking up the pieces after she's fractured the relationships to get those people over here. And now she has a girl squad, and it's all the people that she stole from other people. Hi, Q. Happy birthday. You guys were still celebrating Q's birthday over here. Yes, thanks for coming through. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys are, I don't know if I'm on an island when I'm saying these things about Stanberry, or if you guys even are like feeling like why I could feel this way. I feel like there's some Kool-Aid drinking happening over in Dubai where everything Stanberry does is great. Everything Stanberry does is great. She can stay away from the waterfall. She can not go get wet, and it's great. The other ladies can all bond, and she can isolate herself. And even Chanel Ayan can be smart enough to call it out, but it's great. you know. Um, from Lesa, she and Ayan are doing a producer thing. Oh, nice. They actually are still friends. I don't know if they're still friends. They both, about 2 weeks ago, I posted the live that Chanel Ayan did, and she was in real time saying that the door is open. And that was a couple weeks ago. So maybe since a couple weeks ago, she walked in the door and now they're having a lunch on the other side of the door. But Chanel Ayan just a couple weeks ago in 2020, in August 2024, said that her and Lesa Milan were still having space, and she was the one that wanted the space. Bitch, you're the one that played the voice note and betrayed your best friend for an ass helmet named Stanberry, but you think you're the one that made the space? Well, you actually did with your actions. So then after they go to they have an excellent night. The next day is the last day in Bali, and the ladies all go on to RTV. Now, what that's the other thing I said is in real life in July 2024, Lesa Milan and Caroline Brooks have been going everywhere doing the VVIP stuff, you guys. And Caroline Brooks and Lesa are doing that while Caroline Stanberry, Talene, and Chanel Ayan are going to New York together to go to Watch What Happens Live, are doing all this other stuff, right? And freaking Stanberry is so pleased to have Chanel Ayan as her current ass person. And Chanel, I feel like, is getting the same way people said about Nene Leakes, that she was just too big for her head and too big for her britches, and like she took things too far. I'm kind of feeling like that's Chanel Ayan. Like, look, bitch, you're only on year 2 and you're already doing 8 much. It's kind of exhausting and so over the top everything that I'm like, oh God, I'm getting tired of her. I'm a little tired of her. Okay, so I did hear that palaver that when the voice note thing first happened, in one of the confessionals, Chanel Ayan was like, I told Lesa on the way to dinner that I had played the voice note. And so she knew that they knew about it. So for her to say she doesn't trust me was somehow bad for Chanel's reputation in public, because behind the scenes, allegedly, Lesa knew. And I'm kind of calling, I'm like, I don't really know. I don't know why they're both still so upset then, if there was this understanding of knowing that she played the voice note for Stanberry, because then Stanberry, when they go on the swing at the end of this episode, Stanberry and Chanel Ayan are going on those swings over the hill and eating not and moving their food around on the plate. And Stanberry said, I had no idea Lesa sent you that voice note. Had I known, I would have never mentioned it. So that kind of doesn't match what Chanel Ayan is alluding to, the fact that Lesa knew that she played the voice note for Stanberry, if Stanberry's position is that she didn't know Lesa sent the voice note. So how could, and then Chanel Ayan says to Stanberry, you could have told me you were going to bring it up. Remember, she said that just this episode. She said, you could have told me you were going to bring it up. You didn't have to throw me to the bus like that. So which is it? Did Stanberry know to the point where Chanel knew enough to say to Lesa, hey, I played the thing for Stanberry and she's going to blow us out of the water? Or is Stanberry telling one truth and 3 lies when she says, "Oh, I didn't know it was from Lesa. I would have never broken up. I would have never said anything." I'm confused because either she knew or she didn't know. And from Stanberry's own mouth, she's saying that she did not know that was from Lesa. So Palaver is saying, no, Larger, Lesa knew Ayan played the voice note. So fine, I played the voice note. I don't know that you played it from my friend, not friend, Stanberry, who you just told me you would never do anything like this to me about. Lesa and Ayan are acting up because they said viewers need drama. I'm on Instagram. You can send it to @LRGA Curves on Instagram. And I would love to tell my Curvies about it. RVSS. I think that's it. Oh, it's 2 S's though. Sorry. I made one because that @LRGA Curves isn't the right one. It has 2 S's on Instagram because my other account got hacked. But so, and now it's been a year. So this has been going on since last year, you guys. That's another thing I don't understand is if this has been going on since last year, how much acting is required for a good season at the cost of your longest friendship? It doesn't make sense. So for fame, these two heifers are playing two sides to the middle for manufactured drama in Dubai. I'm not I don't know. I feel like it might have started off acting. Maybe that's the whole reason. I had mentioned that too. Maybe that's the whole reason Lesa sent it to Chanel was so they could later on bring it up. Because Sarah said in this episode, Sarah said in the confessional, she's like, there was like 6 voice notes, and that's the one that she sent. But the other voice notes established what we were talking about, and it was definitely Talene, not Brooks. So why would she have sent that to Ayan and said, "Is this about Brooks?" So maybe it is all made up. I still have a problem with her playing it for Chanel. I still have a problem with Chanel playing it and then blaming Lesa, who she told after the fact too. She told Lesa after the fact that she played the voice note. She said she told her on the way to this dinner, allegedly, that she played the voice note. Yes, please. Yeah, I want to hear your guys' take too. I can't add anybody to the streams though. Unfortunately, let me see. What's this plus do? Start a poll, start a Q&A. That's the only thing I can do from in here. I can't add a person in here though. But yeah. Leave it in the comments. What do you guys think? Q and Miss Kiki, do you guys think that they're playing in our face? I mean, if they're already playing in our face season 2, then this show should just get canceled. You know how long it takes regular Housewives shows to start playing in our face? Like at least 4 or 5 seasons before they have to start pulling tricks out of their bag because reality has run amok. That means we're not even getting reality. Like this is manufactured drama. Is it really? Really, Chanel Ayan? You want to be so famous that you're letting this manufactured drama? If you guys are acting, then why are you going around to these freaking why are you going around to all of these interviews still saying that things are bad? No, oh my gosh, that's crazy, Bianca. That's crazy. But yeah, I would love to hear you guys' take on this because now I'm confused. If all of this is just made up, then why do their interviews sound like this? Tell me if you can hear this. Okay, I'm going to start sharing that. I'm going to start sharing this. Chanel says in these other interviews, I know it's my fault. I shouldn't have played the voice note. So if there's any fault, then that means it's not really set up or that they're really acting. They might be acting after the fact. But the truth is that she betrayed her friend by doing the voice note. Let me see.
Hi everyone, it's Sage Robin.
And it's Tony Robbins.
Hi, Tone.
Hi, sweetheart.
We have our upcoming.
Let me see. See, my thing is.
Why do you think women should take their time to join us for the afternoon on August 21st?
Oh, come on. It's not responding.
The woman I respect more than anybody on earth. So she's going to spend a day with me.
My whole thing is frozen, you guys.
Extraordinary
Let me
women.
see.
It's called She's Unstoppable.
Sorry about that. Freaking Mercury's in retrograde. Stop sharing. Come back over here. Take this. What the fuck? Sorry. Go back one. Let's just close it. How about that? When in doubt, shut it down. Shut it down. You guys go ahead and smash the buttons while we're getting it together. Oh my gosh, what is this? Close. What the heck is that? Exactly. We need to see different takes to suss the BS out. Yes, exactly. Because I'm like, maybe I heard a little something different. Maybe you heard a little something different. And then POVs are definitely affected by your life experiences. So I am just usually like on a freaking lookout for BS personally. Let's see if I can't get back over here. Yeah, because 2 months ago, these ladies were just doing too much in their interviews. And I'm like, now you guys are telling me that it might be all made up. Mercury in retrograde, yes. Communication, yeah. Everything's spinning, taking time, and it's okay. Because it appears I have time today.
Actually, that hurt me.
Yeah.
In the end of the day, to be honest, it hurt me. Like, how do you become so happy to see other people fall out like that? Because
and then
the resolution at the reunion.
You know what's also interesting? So we saw Stanberry's glee at the thought she was blowing up the relationship between Sarah and Brooks. Glee. And then called it she was just having a row. She was just having a little fun. And so why when Brooks brought the mic to her face after Lesa and Chanel broke up, and she's like, finally, remember? So why isn't what's good for the goose good for the black ganders? I'm not sure. Is Caroline Stanberry the only one that gets to run amok and cause destruction? Because listen to Chanel Ayan right now. This is the voice of Chanel Ayan. I'll see if it'll let us play it. It's a page 6 interview. Copyright disclaimer under fair use, under copyright section 107. Fair use is made under, here, I have the whole little thingamabob. Where'd it go? I want to read it right. Because I got something hit with the copyright. And luckily, I had done not only my disclaimer, but we talked about it. So yeah. So copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research. We're doing research and comment. Oh, and we're doing teaching on how to be a good friend. Fair use is permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing, nonprofit, educational, which we're teaching how to be a good friend, or personal use. This is a personal channel. Tip in the balance of fair use. So hopefully us being educational on how to be a good friend while we're playing this will be enough to cover this copyright statute for this little interview right here. Let me know if you can do that, because on my screen I can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know. But this is page 6, 4 days ago in 2024. 4 days ago in 2024. So if all of this is made up If all of this is just them acting, then somebody don't know how to act because they're still acting. And ever since BravoCon last year, they've been talking about this feud. So I'm just kind of like, I'm very confused right now. But I feel like Chanel Ayan is what they say Nene Leakes was when she left, and how she was just being nasty for no reason and too much, and she just had her head so big. Like I really feel like we're kind of creating a little monster over here with Chanel Ayan. Listen to this. Listen to her snippiness in this. It's not cute to me. It's not cute.
Hurting, and I wanted to confront her, not confront her, yeah. And she's like, darling, and I'm like, yeah, at that moment I meant that. But when it comes to Lesa, I feel like, no, when it comes to her, I feel like I shouldn't have played the voice notes. I really regret doing that because I didn't know it was gonna be this crazy than it was. You know what I mean? Because
so that right there tells me if she 4 days ago still really regrets playing the voice note, that means to me that she did it without pre-set up knowledge to Lesa Milan of who perhaps she was going to be playing it for. That's what I'm kind of feeling, because or else why she's taking a little bit of ownership in this right here. Let's listen again.
Like I shouldn't have played the voice notes. I really regret doing that because I didn't know it was this crazy than it was. You know what I mean? Because when I played it, it was more about being like, oh my God, Sarah finally sees the light, right? So, but it wasn't. It was still dark then. So in that way, I feel bad. I feel like I put Lesa in a bad situation, and that's why I apologized. And immediately when we had lunch with Stanbury and Talene, I actually told Lesa about the voice note because I felt bad immediately. Yeah. I knew I was like, this is not okay. I need to let her know before she knows it from anyone. And she was annoyed. She was annoyed, to be honest. She was like annoyed, but seeing a reaction and not knowing about it, that's what kind of like, you see me a bit crazy, and I close the door on her.
Yeah, well, I feel
so. She's saying that's what you must have been alluding to in the comments. You said that Lesa knew Ayan played the voice note. So it was not until after the fact. And she's still entitled to be like, bitch, is that the voice note you meant that you told me about? That you played? And so you played, this is the voice note, and so now it's coming out? She still had every right to be mad. I don't care if you told me. I don't care if you told me after you already betrayed me. The point is, you betrayed me. So now I'm on pins and needles until the other part of the betraying happens. So fine. Let's say she did call Chanel Ayan calls Lesa, oh my God, I was at lunch with Talene and Stanbury and I played the voice note. What, bitch? I can't believe you did that. Why would you have done that, Chanel? Oh, we were having such a good time, but they're not going to say anything. So in that moment, it could have been fine. Whatever, Chanel, whatever. And they moved on like nothing was wrong, because until this moment in this episode, they've been moving like nothing's wrong. So obviously it did not affect Lesa Milan to that degree. It did not affect me, Lesa Milan, until Stanbury took it upon her hating ass self to use it to try to hurt another person on set. So now Lisa's like, okay, this is what I was talking about, Chanel. You betrayed me. I can't trust you because now my ass is out at this dinner table because I sent my friend, my best friend, a voice note, and I thought everything was going to be fine and nobody was going to bring it up. But now that you put me on this situation on TV, I'm going to have to on TV be like, I can't trust you. Which is still true. I can't believe how she reacted. It was so much. Bitch! You shouldn't have done it, period. You needed to apologize still to this day, period. You broke the trust that Lesa had for you, period. Can you imagine Lesa having to walk around on eggshells until this finally came out? And then the timing of it coming out is on a beautiful trip in Bali. A beautiful trip in Bali. And you're having to listen to Stanberry and her glee at using you and another black woman to try and shit on another black woman, only to turn out that her other ass helmet wearer, Talene, was the one shit on. And now that's why everybody... Let's listen to some more. That's what I'm talking about. She's acting like a Karen right now. So she did a fake police report, called the police, and now the police are here, and she's crying about how she's scared for her life. Whatever, bitch.
Because you both just had to process it and go through it. But
Yes.
then in the morning, you guys got to a much better place, which
Yes.
is why I'm confused that now that good place went away.
Yeah, to be honest, that was really a good moment because I felt like she was really hurting and I wanted to comfort her, and I wanted her to feel like I care about her and I love her, you know. So you get to see a bit of it, but that's not the reason why we are where we are.
Gotcha.
You know what
Okay.
Sarah said to us?
What did Sarah say?
Sarah told us that last season, everything you thought about Stanberry might be proved about Lesa. That Lesa tries to kind of be a little bit more manipulative and trolling and all that stuff, and then you saw the real Lesa, and you're like, I don't want more of that.
I mean, I'm not gonna deny that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
you know, listen.
So first you betray your friend. Then you tell her after the fact that I betrayed you. She doesn't tell you in real time that I can't trust you because it hasn't come out publicly yet. So she's like, oh, well, maybe we'll sneak by with this or whatever. And now that's not the reason for the fallout. So there's something that Lesa does back to her that is equal to her betrayal, that now Chanel Ayan is like, that's not the reason. And alluding that Lisa's being revealed to be a Stanberry, because I see your comment, Palaver Girl. Agree, Larja, but if the ladies of London, Lesa and Ayan, are exposing Stanberry, but it sounds like Ayan is busy trying to expose Lesa as a Stanberry. That's more oppish behavior, Chanel. And trying to have a pity party and play the victim. I already told you, y'all, you got to be a victim or a villain. You can't be the victim, the villain in these shows. Ask Kenya Moore, who she talks to all the time. Wrong script to follow. Do not follow Kenya Moore's script. People love to hate her, but she's out of a job right now, okay? She loves Teresa. Teresa, it's not a great example. Not a great example. Plus, she is not the smartest person on earth. All of the most trifling, ratchet, ghetto housewives is who Chanel Ayan resonates with. The troublemakers, the rebel rousers, the villain victims. Yeah, because now she wants to be a villain victim. Listen to some more of this. I am not with gas.
When you're friends, I have 9 sisters, right? So when you have sisters, everybody has different personality and things like that. Okay, that's just be real. I mean, I know she likes to tell me what to do, how to do things, and that, and like, you know, like just.
Now that we've been watching this show for however many episodes we've been watching it, I have never seen Lesa Milan tell Chanel Ayan to not do nothing, to not go anywhere, to not act a certain way, to not be a certain something. On the other hand, we have seen Stanberry actively participate in treachery among the ladies. But now you're trying to make me, a viewer, believe that what my eyeballs see Stanberry do, really Lisa's doing. So this is more betrayal. This is more, where's your fucking knife? Can you get it out of my back, from Chanel towards Lesa? So you play the tape. And now instead of just have nothing but humble pie, now, oh, I'm hanging out with the control freak who told me my other friend is the real control freak and I'm going to believe my current ass helmet. Let's listen to some more.
And I do the same thing too sometimes, because you're friends. You know what I mean? That's normal. I think you.
So thank you. So now she's admitting that we all do the things that you're trying to single out your best friend for doing. Very caring behavior.
Your friends will be like, oh, this is too much. This is like, you know what I mean? So I feel like what happened at the finale, I think it's something that it's very hard for me to move on from. And that's the reason why I completely stopped the friendship.
Wow. So do you feel like you were the one to cut it off? Like it was
No,
your
I
call?
did. Yes,
You did.
I did.
Wow. Okay. So a little bird told me a while back, her name might have been.
So she betrayed her friend and then cut her off instead of deal with it.
Lesa, that there was a DM situation involving Rihanna where she wanted you to DM
Beautiful mogul. I like standard, and I think we have to talk about it at reunion because it's something she's been bringing up a lot. And I feel bad for Rihanna, to be honest, because like, why am I even mentioning her?
There's a fly in my house.
like she's like, leave me out of this.
Well, Rihanna
Like,
won Bravo, so she
I
doesn't
know,
mind. Yeah.
I know, but she's been like, Ayan, girl, I'm still getting to know you. You know what I mean? It's like, why?
Express that you and Stanbury's friendship annoyed her a little bit and everything like that. How does it feel that you're like going around living your life and everyone's kind of just like, Chanel, you did that. Chanel, you did that. Like, it must get annoying.
To be honest, I wish I cared. I really wish I cared. I feel like I don't care about people's opinions. I know who I am.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I call bullshit. I feel like, oh, right on. Thank you for coming through. Have fun at the vet. I feel like Chanel Ayan really does care more than she's letting on. And she's acting all like this. Or maybe this is really who she is. She really wishes she cared what people thought. You care what Lesa thinks.
This. If someone sent me a voice note, a friend who didn't want me to send it to Danny, I would still send it to Danny.
Yeah.
So with Lesa, it's like the second best friend I've ever had in the world. Okay, so it's hard.
Hi,
lose
Bianca.
That. So I keep like, no matter what, I just like hold on to it because I already know the loss of losing someone you love. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I
I don't want to cry, but that was my best friend my whole life.
So she doesn't care what people think, but now she's crying because she does care what Lesa thinks, because Lesa was like her best friend, because she only had one other best friend besides Lesa. And now she doesn't have her anymore because she fucked up so bad. And now instead of just take complete ownership and own it. She needs to hang out with Lisa Rinna and own it. She's like making up all these other scenarios about Lisa's personality that we've never seen on this show. Lesa doesn't seem like she could spare a second in her busy ass schedule to try to orchestrate some shit over in Chanel's busy world. It just is not resonating with me, you guys.
Yeah. So it's hard. It's been hard, to be honest. It's been really, really hard. And I know that.
Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard.
Not a good situation, but I just didn't think we would be where we are.
Well, let me say this. If someone sent me a voice note, a friend who didn't want me to send it to Danny, I would still send it to Danny.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's
And
fun.
you know because how I play it. Yeah.
We play it right here, right now. So
Thanks, guys, for saying that, but apparently it's not.
And then all of this condoning horrible behavior within a friendship, like, oh, I would still do it. You were great, girl. You did great. You fucked up so bad. You set that relationship on fire. You showed the worst parts of being a human to that other person you said you loved. Oh my God, here's some confetti. What the fuck? Where are we living? That's what's wrong with Bravo. That little part right there is what's wrong with Bravo. The amount of freaking kudos abhorrent, horrible behavior gets. Like, these people need to get way checked, because in reality, there's no housewives that's going to be hanging out with this. I'm a housewife. I know. You're not trying to spend time with all of this in reality. You don't want people in reality who are like, oh my God, go set another fire. Go set another fire. That was a dumpster fire, I know, and it stinks really bad and everything's shit. But oh my God, it's so pretty. Go set another fire. I want to set a fire too. I would set a fire. You set a fire. Everybody go set fires. Oh my God, it's so beautiful when everything's so red and ember-like. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Not allowed.
It's also, my favorite is because it was Sarah and Atleen, and they're like, can we just go out? Can we
I know.
Like, no, we can't. Yeah.
I know Sarah should be the most upset about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sarah should be the most upset about it. And she
Really, your best friend who you betrayed shouldn't be the most upset about it? Another person besides your best friend should be upset about the betrayal you did to your best friend? Really?
is like, it's okay. It's not that, deep.
I
But
know, yeah.
yeah, we have a lot to discuss about this voice note.
You have a very busy reunion coming.
Can you tease what you're gonna wear to the reunion? Because I feel like everyone.
Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Oh
Her
my
and her
God.
clothes. The next part of this, let's see.
I'm excited for the new products coming out that we're.
Okay, so now she's doing some sales. Let's see about this.
This is funny, but I love it. I'm gonna make Golden Couture. It's selling.
Ooh.
Amazing. Okay, well, we're buying.
So now we're going to listen to Sarah. Okay, did you guys, by the way, see that Sabine and Sarah fell out, you guys, last week? So Sabine is the nice girl who's been going on the trips. She pipes up when she needs to. She's very demure and elegant. I love her demure, classy self. And her and Sarah have been on the show. I didn't know that that was Sarah's business partner. I get, maybe I walked out of the room or something, but they're in business together. And I thought it was just like her friend that she was having on the show. And as it turns out, though, Sabine and Sarah fell out to the point where Sabine posted on her Instagram this message. Let me get it. I was like, what's happening here? You know how usually you're like, nothing to see here, folks. Nope, it was something to see here. Let me see, can I get it? Is it this one? Let's see, because I could swear I went and took a picture of it. Because I was like, my curvies are going to want to know about this. Let's see. Okay. I don't know what the heck I was doing. Look at it. Freaking iPhones have so many pictures. But I thought it was like right here. Anyway, so she broke up with Sarah online, you guys, and then posted it online. And then Sarah was like, oh, we're in high school now. We're breaking up with each other online. Yep, it happened. Let's see. But where did it happen? I freaking had the thingamabob. I feel like it happened over here. I'm like, maybe it fell into my other tape. I really wanted to show you guys. Damn. Is it this one? Okay, you guys. Well, anyway, trust me. She broke up with her online. And then after she broke up with her online, she got a reply from Sarah who was like, oh, well, get over it. But Sabine's message was, imagine realizing the person who is supposed to fix everybody else has the most problems or something, alluding to the fact that Sarah playing this guru lady and is not guru worthy. That's what I got from it. And you know who reposted that stuff was freaking damn, maybe that's where it is. Who reposted it was Caroline Brooks. Was like, oh, finally somebody sees what I see. So I guess since this wrapped, Caroline Brooks is off of Sarah, Sabine is off of Sarah, Chanel Ayan is on Sarah, Stanberry's on Sarah, and Talene are on Sarah. So they kind of pivot around. And Lesa Milan and Brooks are friends. And I don't know if Sabine is hanging out with them or not. But yeah. So let's listen to Sarah try to do her little spinny thing. See what she says.
Really best friend.
Sergio is the age of my young brother, so to me he's like a baby.
Seeing the beginning of the cracks of Ayan and Lesa, obviously
Yeah.
we know that Ayan and Stanberry are very close right now. She and Lesa do not talk. But then they sort of made up yesterday after their
Yeah.
fight over the voice note. What happened after that to ruin it? Like, what do you think was like the breaking point for them?
I think as you watch the show, you would realize, like right now, a lot of people are confused,
Yeah.
and Ayan looks like she is the messy one that did it wrong. But as you watch the show, things will progress, and you'll understand what really happened. But you know, being friends, okay, Stanberry might not. She's dry.
Yeah.
She's not the warmest person.
And now this. So forget what Chanel did. Oh, whatever. Let's just sweep that under the rug here. And let's wait for the reaction to the action so that we can judge this lady who was betrayed. I don't like that scenario. I don't like the setup. And now she's trying to set up Stanberry as a harmless nothing. Oh, it's so harmless. She's so harmless. She just does this because she's English and she's dry. That's the reason she tried to destroy Brooks. That's the reason she was taking so much glee and taking Talene from Brooks. Oh, she's just, but whatever Stanberry, whatever Lisa's doing, it's like, oh, we'll see at the end of the season what she did. But there's nothing to see here for Stanberry. Whatever, Sarah. I can see why Sabine's off you. I don't even want to hear these lies about this right here. Let's fast forward.
Because Stanberry's pregnancies are hard,
Yeah.
and physically it takes a toll on her. So I understand her reservation, and she's scared and she's worried, especially at she's not young. I'm not young anymore. She's not young anymore. So I get it, but at the same time, I get Sergio. But I wish she would handle him softer, because he's just so soft. I see anyone suffer and a friendship go down. I don't enjoy it. You know, like I'm not like Stanberry, and yeah. But when
So she just admitted that Stanberry loves to see relationships suffer, but she also started it off saying that, oh, Stanberry excusing it away, but she recognizes she does it. So I'm just, you got to keep that same energy, Sarah.
like, remember how season 1 it was me, Nina Brooks.
Yeah.
It was and Stanberry, then it was Lesa and Chanel, right? And they always said, and I like, you can watch them like through so many episodes and interviews. They're like, oh, this is gonna fall down, this is gonna shatter. They're gonna come to our side of the boat, blah blah blah. And I think they enjoyed it because that side of the boat sank, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, you made fun of our friendship. You said we're not solid. Guess what? You're not solid. Yeah.
So were you guys like? So was it that much of a surprise to you that this is happening? If they were talking all that time,
No. I saw it season 1 because I felt like even season 1, every time Lesa was around Chanel, she doesn't allow Chanel to be herself, and she would tell her what to say, what to do, how to act. And
So I would really want the 8th housewife to prove what Sarah's saying, because I did not notice that in season 1. Did any of the Curvies notice in season 1 that Lesa had her hand up Chanel Ayan's ass and was making her say certain things? It really? Is that what we're trying to rewrite history? Are we whitewashing history right now? Are we literally watching the whitewashing of history? Are we getting rid of CRT and DEI in front of our face, you guys?
so many times I told Chanel, you have a personality.
Oh, so you were telling Chanel to be something while you were also calling her of saying that she was using her thing as so she could be the victim. Whatever. Sarah's not true.
You know, I get that and everything. But the issue with me and Chanel was that I was on Twitter and I posted a picture of me like wearing a dress and all that.
Are you gonna play for me? Play.
I was like, bro, I don't even know you. When I say I want to get married, that's my end goal. It doesn't mean I want to marry a king. Guess what? Caught everything. Yes, everything.
Okay, well,
Okay, Nancy Drew.
Man, and I'm not allowed to go to the gym. So it was okay for him, not okay for me.
That's a weird that's a control thing.
It is.
Has this experience kind of scarred you
Okay.
from
So she noticed that her boyfriend's controlling too. Okay. So let's go back over here. Come on.
putting
No,
another relationship on the show?
No, love is beautiful. There's 8 billion
I want you to
people in the
see
world. You think a king
Lisa's
or any
take on
influencer
it.
are gonna ruin that for me? No way.
I did already play the interview where Sarah actually said that Chanel Ayan and Stanberry had been having a secret relationship behind the back of Lisa Milan for some months before Lisa even found out. That could actually add to whatever this reaction is ultimately going to be. That Chanel Ayan is like, oh my God, I'm so hurt. I saw her. Well, maybe it's because she also found out that you were the secret friend of this lady for so long. Let's go to this one, Gabbing with Gib. Shout out, another copyright disclaimer. Let's see.
What kind of surprised me about the beginning of this season is that like you, Ayan, and Stanberry are kind of like, it seems like you're kind of becoming a trio a little bit. Like you're going to lunches together.
Never a trio. Never a trio. Ever. We'll never ever be a trio. Desperate duo, and they can have that. I'm not gonna lie. I was more open because I'm not someone who hold on to grudges. And despite everything that happened last season, I came into this season open-minded and ready to, give her a chance.
Right.
Yeah, like I said in the trailer, a snake is a snake. They can change your skin, but they'll always just be that.
Okay.
What kind
So
of
that's
surprised
one
me
thing
about the
she
beginning of
said.
This season is that like you, Ayan, and Stanberry are.
She's talking about Lisa Stanberry being the snake, by the way. But this is the one. Yeah. Shout out to Pride over here. Copyright disclaimer. This is so we can learn how to be a
Anytime I
good
get
friend.
an opportunity to do an interview, it's always a good time. So thanks for taking the time.
Oh, thank you, Ricky. It's always so much fun seeing you.
Well, Lisa, let's catch up because it is seriously so exciting that girl. Finally, we are getting season 2 of The Real Housewives of Dubai. And we've been in it. You must be so excited, right?
I am beyond excited. It's long overdue, but I promise it's going to be worth the wait.
You and Ayan were very, very close. So I'm curious, do you miss your friendship with her at all, or do you think this space is very much needed?
You know what? I think in the beginning I did, but I think I'm trusting the timing and I'm enjoying this space, to be honest. I'm not someone that holds a grudge. I really am not, So I think you're sincere about your apology, I'm happy to move forward. But proceed with caution, right? And I feel like with all the ladies, I'm in a really good space, except with Ayan.
I'm just curious if you do see a path forward with Ayan maybe down the road.
You never know. I want to say the door is always open, but it's not. It's not always open, but I'm open. I was gonna say the PC thing, but no. But we'll see. Time will tell. I'm not gonna say never. I will just say I'm trusting in the timing.
I believe in that too, and it's safe to say maybe one day an eagle will hang.
So, based off of, and this interview is 2 months ago. See, it was 2 months ago that this interview happened. What Chanel Ayan and Sarah just said was 4 days ago. It aired. I think it was that recently also. And so I don't know. I don't know. She's not giving that, oh, I did something that I'm going to have to be under the bus about. I don't know. So let's listen some more.
With the pigeon.
No. Birds of a feather flock together, honey. I don't flock with pigeons. The ladies, they showed up to work. We clocked in.
Period. Because not only
Yes.
for entertaining us, I have to give you your flowers. Like, I know for me personally, I did not know much about Dubai until I started watching the show, and I think you ladies show it off so well.
People in Dubai, it's such a diverse melting pot. People really do live in harmony. We don't have a high crime rate, and this goes across the board for all crimes. Crimes against LGBTQ, crimes against, people of color, and it's amazing. It's such a safe place. I love raising my little boys there. And yeah, Habibi, come to Dubai.
Lisa, I always love chatting with you, so thank you for taking
Yes,
the time.
of course, and happy Pride if I don't talk to you before then.
Yes, happy Pride, and hopefully we'll be crossing paths again somewhere in the world sometime soon.
Yes. Habibi, come to Dubai.
Yes. So that was what she had to say. Now let's go. I had one more thing to play for us. And this is just because I like what happens outside the show too, to see
Today,
about inside the show. Let's see. No, we won't be giving any money to her. Did you guys ever check out the pages that I told you to check out? Let's go here.
Actually, that hurt me.
Yeah.
In the end of the day, to be honest, it hurt me.
So that happened. Oh, I was going to also show you Caroline Brooks had something to say. And this is from a month ago. This is going to be from a month ago when Caroline Stanberry, had something to add. Because her and Talene, Caroline Stanberry, Talene, and Chanel Ayan last week were in New York together kicking it.
She's very, very strongly minded, and she feels really hard done by Lesa.
See, look.
I don't know if you
Is the short answer. I actually was. I ruined that relationship. I know you will be speaking to Ayan, or I'm sure you will be, but
but and uncensored, literally, quite literally. I do want to ask about Lesa because she doesn't seem too excited about your friendship with Chanel.
Now let's just also real quick here. Remember last season, this white lady right here, this one with these Mick Jaggers, her and her Mick Jaggers last season did horrible things to Lesa Milan, treated Lesa Milan horrible, very tacky, very lowbrow. Her and Sergio treated Lesa horribly and never made it right. And then they all had a come to Jesus moment off camera where they were just like, okay, fine, move on. So Lesa never got her respect or her apology on film. They just brushed it under the rug so Caroline Stanberry wouldn't have to take accountability for her horrible actions. Remember at the thing, she pulled out the thing and said that Lesa was an escort, said that she didn't design her clothes. She attacked her womanhood. She attacked her motherhood. She attacked her business. She attacked everything about Lesa. And of course, Chanel Ayan was like, don't say that, Brooks, don't say that, Stanberry, or whatever. Nobody was trying to come to Lesa's rescue. Now this season, now that the girl has forgave her, now this season this bitch has something to say. Listen, I just can't.
Now,
Why?
and obviously, her and Chanel had a huge falling out this season. What can you tell us about that? Do you think your friendship had a play in that?
I mean, Lesa would like to put it on pin it on me and say that I ruined that relationship. I know you will be speaking to Ayan. I'm sure you will be, but no, her falling out with Lisa had absolutely nothing to do with me. That is one relationship I do not want to get involved in, and I don't come between friends. I don't need one person to dislike another or choose. I'm not 11. No is the short answer.
Which is interesting because Sarah told when she was saying that Chanel Ayan and Stanberry have been secret friends in another interview. She does in fact like to collect friends and in fact enjoy when other people aren't in relationship. And part of the reason why Brooks this season was like Caroline's a cunt, remember she said that, was because last season Caroline Stanberry had ran to Brooks and was like, oh, be my friend, don't be their friend, be my friend, don't leave me, I need somebody on my thing. And that was part of why Brooks had her back so much last season, was because she was like, I need somebody, and then went around and befriended the very people that she was trying to keep Brooks from. I played the whole interview for us a couple weeks ago, you guys, where all of that came out behind the scenes. So now why is it we're looking around and looking to blame the nearest black person that's not Chanel Ayan, which happens to be Brooks and Lesa? This isn't setting with me. I don't believe her.
I actually was championing them to get back together. I now know that is not going to happen. A lot has happened and gone on. And, we'll have to wait for season 3 to see how that really starts. But, no, Ayan she's very, very strong-minded, and, she feels.
So did she just grow this strong mind that everybody's saying that she has? Now that she's away from Lesa, she grew a strong mind? What?
Really hard done by Lesa.
I don't know if you saw this, but Lesa did a recent interview, and she basically called you a snake.
Yes.
What is your response to that?
My response is Lesa is completely irrelevant to me. Literally. So she can call me whatever she likes from her little mud pit.
She's so irrelevant to you that you spent your entire first season in Dubai dragging this woman, maligning her character, disparaging her name, and defaming her business acumen. Really? But you don't care about her? Really? Really, Stanberry? I don't believe nothing this lady says. This colonizer right here, I don't believe nothing this colonizer says. Not one fucking word of this colonizer's sentences do I believe. Mercury retrograde.
I'm not going down there to play with her.
Okay, and that was a mic drop, so we'll leave it at that. I'm.
That was a mic drop a month ago when 2 months ago she said that they were a duo of pigeons. So she was like just waiting to say something about Lesa.
Not asking another question about Lesa.
No.
I do though want to know, who are you closest with in the cast right now?
Chanel and Tarlene.
I know, I love your
So the two used to be black girls' best friends are now your best friends, even though you don't need to take people's things. Lies detected.
Your social media, like videos, and like you guys are so much fun.
Because Caroline Brooks was talking to her bottom as if it was her face. And then we turned around and ordered another margarita and continued our night. It was as simple as that.
That is so funny. But that is the stuff that we love as fans of Housewives. Having fun, being silly, and just like
Why do we, need to take it so far? It really isn't that deep.
So why do we need to really take it so far? When I thought that I was blowing your tape out of the water, I thought it was going to cause a little friction between Sarah and Brooks. Why do we need to take it so far? Because you take it far, bitch.
People, like, I love to go out with my girlfriends and have a laugh. Like, if you've got kids and you've got a stressful life, if you're going to have some, alcohol and you're a happy drunk, let's have fun together. I'm down for a pillow fight. Call me.
Okay, Caroline, not next time. I've never been to Dubai, but if I'm ever.
Can you imagine? He was going out of his mind. But, and I think now.
Commercial. But yeah, I don't believe Caroline. We don't have to listen to nothing else Caroline Stanberry says. I am not team Caroline Stanberry. She is such a freaking colonizer. What does Kendrick Lamar say? See, town colonizers used to use the town folk to make them richer. You're not a colleague, you're a fucking colonizer. Yeah. It's a perfect line for her. It's a perfect line for not a colleague. She's a fucking colonizer. And she colonized Brooks' friend, and she colonized Lisa's friend. And now she's like, oh, I'm so incredible. I have these two awesome friends that I positioned around me. Whatever. I can't. I'm going to keep watching the show and everything, but I can't with Stanberry and all her ass helmets. She has an ass helmet in melanin, and she has an ass helmet in non-melanin. So Chanel Ayan is an ass helmet she can wear on Tuesday, and Talene is an ass helmet she can wear on Wednesdays. I'm not with ass helmets. I like my hair to smell like beautiful stuff, not like poop. Anyway, you guys, then the show ends with Stanberry and Ayan making up, and the ladies finishing up their trip in Bali, and yeah, then they're gonna go back to the place where they need to go, to Dubai. And we're going to pick up the awesome time from there. But I just had to come in here and share these little clips that I found. I'm trying to figure out the timeline. I feel like this is way beyond acting at this point. Like, if in fact Chanel Ayan and Lesa had some kind of plot to reveal or do something or put on drama for the cameras, this was not worth it. This is not where you cut your teeth. I don't feel like TV is the place to cut your teeth. Don't cut your teeth on real relationships. I loved that authentic feeling I got from Chanel Ayan and Lisa's relationship. I loved it. I really did. I loved the feeling I got from Sarah and Nina's relationship. I felt like they were two good Sallys last season, and it felt like they really got along good. Come to find out that Lesa Milan has known Nina Ali for a very long time, so I'm not sure how she ended up on the outs with with Nina Ali, except for that now Chanel Ayan is in the picture. One quick thing though, before I go, I was able to find the Saba. I was calling her Sabine. I was able to find the Saba Youssef announced amicable parting from Sarah Al-Madani, you guys. You see that? She posted that the other day. And I'm going to read. She posted on August 13th, UAE, London. Saba Youssef today announced the amicable decision to part ways from both personally and professionally with Sarah Al-Madani. The decision follows careful consideration and reflection on recent developments. After thorough deliberation, I have chosen to move forward without Sarah in both my personal and professional endeavors, said Saba Youssef. Our paths and values no longer align, and it's in the best interest of both parties to take separate journeys. There is an appreciation for our journey, and now is the time to take different paths. Saba will continue to embrace the importance of authenticity integrity, and transparency in all aspects of life and business. I wish Sarah all the best in her future endeavors and hopes that she finds success and fulfillment. Moving forward, Saba Youssef remains committed to her role as CEO and advisory board member, focusing on her family and charity work and maintaining the highest standards of professionalism and authenticity. And that was put out by the management of Saba Youssef. See that? So that was really interesting to me that happened, you guys. They do not have what Sarah posted back. Okay, now let me see if I can go to Sarah Almadani's page and find, because Sarah had time for shits that day. She was like, oh, let me answer her. Sarah Almadani. Maybe somebody tagged her in it. Oh, she doesn't want that on her page. Let's see, 2 days ago.
I think Lisa's intentions were what she said they were in sharing that voice note, or was she trying to misrepresent what you said in order to maybe spark a little drama? In the beginning, I was upset at Chanel for sharing it. It was messy.
Okay, so where is Sarah's response? Let me see. Sarah had a full-on response that she removed from her page and that nobody tagged her in. But they did tag her in this.
If you are thinking negatively, naturally negative things are going to happen. You need to understand something about spiritual people. We are, they say, unhealed mental. When you are grounded, life is short.
Okay, here it is. Yeah, okay. Well, she deleted her answer. Basically, Sarah's answer was, oh, what are we in high school? Have a good day, or something like that. It wasn't very spiritual. What's this say? Okay, so Lisa Milan, really, Sarah Almadani, doing Ayan's dirty work? I see. She's literally on a press tour about me. You know she blindsided me. She mentioned a voice note right before the dinner, and the producer split us up. I did not give her permission to share it, and I still think you were talking about Brooks, not Talene. And then Sarah Madani says, loving my press tour about you, Lisa Milan. I call it the truth. If I'm asked a question, I will answer it, sweetie. And I'll be honest. Why would I tell you something about Brooks, who was my friend? I don't know you that way. I won't even tell you what I ate for lunch because we don't have a relationship. You left crying because of Talene, and I texted to check on you and tell you how disappointed I was in her back then. Anyways, I guess you don't like the fact that I'm standing up for myself because last season you didn't stop talking about me in your confessionals and interviews. I barely even knew your name. Love and light, baby girl. It's not that deep. Passive aggressive much, Sarah? Then Lisa says, you're not standing up for yourself. You're spreading lies about me and defaming my character. First, it's Lisa abuses Ayan. Then it's Lisa controls Ayan. And now it's Lisa is lying. You were not there before we got to the table to ever repeat that I knew and what I know and didn't know. You also have never witnessed me abuse anyone or control them. Speak on your own friendships. Sarah has some Stanberry qualities, doesn't she? Okay.
She wanted Chanel to show it to them. And then we found out recently that Lesa knew Chanel showed the voice note to them. That's why Chanel's reaction was like, why are you crying? Like, why are you acting like a victim? You knew I showed them the voice note. I told you. And it's just crazy. So then you realize, oh my God, like, that's an Oscar performance. Like, Lesa should be in Hollywood acting.
So they're spinning this whole narrative. They're spinning a whole narrative.
So your kind of read on the situation then is that she maybe was orchestrating a moment.
120%. 120%. And I checked with like multiple sources, like people who worked on set with us. They all said she knew about the voice note.
So my point is, even if you know about a voice note, it wasn't until after the betrayal, you still haven't had it brought up in front of all the girls yet. So of course, when it's finally brought up in front of all the girls, that was real emotion. Lesa was really like shocked, like, what the fuck, Chanel? But now they're pretending like this black woman emoting is a fucking problem. You know how I feel about that, Curvies. Anyway, you guys leave a comment. Who's the real one? Who's the fake one over in Dubai? Who has fake gold? Who has real gold? I'm not sure. There's enough gold to go around. I'm just not sure why they're making up shit and then ostracizing this lady for having a valid emotion. I don't care if you told me anything. I still get to feel what I feel in the moments when my op brings up some shit at the table on camera. Whatever. Anyway, Curvies, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, ring my bell so you can get notified when I upload videos and whatnot, okay? If you're not registered, get registered to vote if you're playing that game. You guys, whoever it matters to, if being black in America and getting reparations is something that you feel like hearing from one of the viable candidates for being president, then I would suggest you go check out the Green Party, who just announced this rather very educated black African-American Muslim man as the VP for Jill Stein on the Green ticket. And Jill Stein is the only candidate viable right now who has earmarked $15 trillion for cash money reparation payments to foundational Black Americans. The only one. And she knows she could get the money if they demilitarize a lot of the shit. Then there's money to be had. And if you stop sending all our tax dollars to ISFAK in Ukraine, then there's money to be had. Lots and lots of money. Yeah. So if anybody cares about that stuff, I suggest you do your own research. If you know what though, if you go to Jill Stein's page for Jill Stein 2024, she has policies. She doesn't just ask for money. But if you go to Kamala's page, all she does is ask for money, you guys. Even though she just got those policies on Friday, yeah, she doesn't have them up on her site yet. That's strange to me. That's really weird. Anyway, I don't mean to get off subject, but you guys go have an excellent day. Be wonderful. Remember, there's enough to go around, so you go get some. Be you, shine your light so bright. Hide it under a bush. Oh, no, I'm going to let it shine. Hide it under a bush. Oh, no, I'm going to let it shine. Woo! So you guys go shine yours, too. I'll see you in the next video.